Hello. As you can see by the title of the video, this is what I thought about Andrew Tate. I saw a video by a young YouTuber male, and he's like he had a video titled how Andrew Tate has changed my life, and it didn't have that many views. He doesn't have that many subscribers, and I figured since I'm a young female and you see those videos all the time where someone has a microphone. It's some guy. He goes up to a lady on the college campus or the street. He's got the mic and he says to her, "Hello, have you heard of Andrew Tate?" And the lady goes, "Yeah." And then the guy's like, "What do you think of him?" She's like, "I don't like him." And then he's like, "Why?" She's like, "He's just misogynistic. Of course I don't like him." And then the guy's like, "Do you know what that means?" She's like, "No." Or like whatever. They usually don't admit that they don't know, but anywho, yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting to give my perspective because I always think about what would happen and what I would say if someone approached me and said, "Hey, what do you think of Andrew Tate? Do you know who he is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So my opinion on Andrew Tate, whenever I first started watching his videos, I pretty much liked everything that he said because it's very reasonable. But I didn't like, and it kind of made me feel insecure, and that's why I didn't like it. I don't like how he has multiple different women. I wouldn't want that personally. And then I realized, like, he doesn't have someone who's valuable enough, probably, or he doesn't have enough of a reason to have one female. I believe that if you are a high value enough woman and you are with a high value man, if you show him the value that you give him and you say, you know, like, it takes a special kind of woman. Like, you can't just be a hoe, basically, or wanting all the nice things in life and be like, "You need to stay loyal to me. I deserve..." No, you can't. Why can't I go do that? Why can't I go sleep with as many men as I want? And, you can't say that. It just doesn't make any sense because men and women are different. But I realized, a lot of the women that chase higher value men are typically childless, and they're just looking for the lifestyle. They're looking for the experience that a rich man can provide them. And so a rich man views it as, I get to enjoy a female, and that comes with a cost. I got to take her on vacation, take her out on a date, whatever. It might be fun, it might be cool, but it's just the cost of having the experience with a female, right? And there's always an end goal with that of some sort, but the end goal isn't to create, a singular family. I know he's expressed that he wants kids, but it's not a singular family. It's seeing multiple women without being locked down to one, right? And not having the options. And I get that, and that makes sense in his position. If he doesn't have a woman to fill that role for him, I totally get it. But it made me feel insecure because I was like, I don't want my husband to see that content and to get the idea in his head that that's something that he should do, because no woman wants to share. Like, it's not something women will share, but there's not a woman who's having Andrew Tate's babies that's sharing him. It just doesn't happen. Because women are centered on security, and if they know that their man is sleeping with other women, well, they're also the woman that has their kids. That's going to make them feel not secure and not safe. And so it's the whole psychology of the difference between men and women. But that was really the only issue that I had with him. I think a lot of his points are genuinely beneficial to individuals regardless of their gender. I've learned a lot from watching Andrew Tate. I mean, he has a factual evidence of his lifestyle and saying, like, "Hey, look, I have a Bugatti. A Bugatti is impressive." I was talking to this chick that I work with, and we saw some nice Genesis because I work at a car wash. It was a Genesis, right? So it's a nice car. Like 50, 60 grand. I mean, I wouldn't complain when I was driving it, but you see so many of them, and so it's not as valuable. And she thought it was the best thing in the world. She was like, "That's such a nice car. It's like 60 grand. And I was like, yeah. If I saw a Bugatti pull up here, I'd have to go talk to that person because I'd be like, "Can I get your contact information? Because I want you to be my mentor." You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be really impressive to me. That person that has a $60,000, I bet they didn't buy that in cash. Probably not. The chances are probably not. If I saw someone with a Bugatti, I'd be like, whoa, especially in this area in Northwest Arkansas. I've seen a couple Lamborghinis and that's it. You see some Maseratis every once in a while. You see a lot of Mercedes. You see BMWs, but you don't ever see Lamborghinis, or I've never seen a McLaren. I've never seen a Bugatti. So my point being, Andrew Tate has a Bugatti. Andrew Tate has sports cars. Andrew Tate has lots of leverage and knowledge. And he's doing it. He's doing it. And so the fact that he has been able to share his knowledge and help so many people, and the fact that he was shut down because of it, really speaks lots of volume about our current society and how it's structured and how it functions. So with that being said, I really do enjoy watching Andrew Tate, and sometimes you can be taken aback, especially females, because females don't like aggressiveness. They just don't. So they see an aggressive male who's talking about, females in a way of like, females aren't as capable as men as in certain areas, and that's just how it is. And they take that as like, oh my gosh, I want to feel important, I want to feel valuable, and I do too. But there are different ways to become important and valuable than just offering sex, because that ultimately, if everybody does that, it's not valuable, right? So, anywho, figured I'd share my thoughts because I really wanted to.